In November last year, Shankar Mishra allegedly urinated on an elderly female passenger on board an Air India flight. Since his arrest for this obnoxious act, the accused's defense have now turned the tables on the victim. Shankar Mishra and his legal counsel have claimed that the lady urinated on herself. Citing her background as a veteran Bharatanatyam dancer, Shankar Mishra claimed that urinary incontinence is normal in dancers and that the lady's seat was blocked, making it impossible for him to walk to her seat on board the flight and urinate on her.
Even if you perceive the FIR in which they say that the passenger was sitting on 8A, whereas my client was sitting on 8C, and even it was impossible to do such an act from that particular seat on which that lady was sitting, that is 9A.
Feigning innocence, Shankar Mishra is now arguing that the lady passenger's alleged urinary incontinence must be taken into account.
This situation called as urination incontinence, and this used to be as a problem at this age, particularly those belongs to a sports or a Bharatanatyam category. So we had made this argument. So, but we will take this argument at the appropriate stage whenever it will be required by us.
But when questioned why Shankar Mishra did not admit this earlier, his lawyer claims that he kept mum out of respect for the passenger's old age.
Shankar Mishra की गलती सिर्फ इतनी है कि he realized when he after 8 hours when they woke up, when they said that the woman is saying that you did this. मतलब उस समय उसने फिजिक्स नहीं लगाया, उस समय उसने खुद को याद नहीं किया, उसने देखा नहीं, उसने समझा नहीं. उसका फर्स्ट रिएक्शन था of being courteous. She was drenched in urine in a way that her seat, her bag, her everything was drenched. Nothing has happened to 9C, and she is claiming that that's her claim that was urine, right? And the man standing there could not have done it in a way that nobody else could have, suffered.
But the twists do not stop there. In an Air India case report accessed exclusively by India Today, it has emerged that the flight crew did file an incident report within 24 hours of the alleged peeing incident. The report states that the accused Shankar was polite and cordial, that he did not remember anything but remained apologetic when confronted. Not just that, the report also mentions that an eyewitness goaded the lady passenger to file a complaint, which left Shankar Mishra reportedly visibly shaken. From Shankar Mishra's court argument to this Air India case report is a direct counter to the victim's earlier statement on the case. In her earlier complaint to the Tata Sons chairman, the victim claimed Shankar urinated on her. She was forced to confront him and wanted his immediate arrest upon arrival. She further stated that the flight crew were not proactive in handling the sensitive situation and that they behaved unprofessionally. She also complained that the crew did not show good judgment in serving alcohol. With allegations and counter-allegations, this P-Gate scandal is far from over. Bureau Report, India Today.
Now, India Today had a conversation with Shankar Mishra's lawyer over the Air India urination scandal. Let's hear what she had to say.
The complainant was sitting on seat 9A. So adjacent to her, there was sitting another female on 9C. Both of which would be she was sitting on the window seat. The adjacent seat was the aisle seat, and her claim says that the man stood from the aisle and urinated on her, which defies the basic principle of physics because it did not impact anybody on 9C. It's not possible that there's a drop which has reached the lady on 9C and she has not been as enraged as she should have been, right? Because there's no complaint, nothing from her. How is that even possible? If somebody stands at the aisle and urinates the woman sitting in a window seat, not impacting the woman sitting in the aisle seat. There are no eyewitnesses. Anybody who's claiming to be an eyewitness, upon further examination, you ask two questions. They'll say the event of a man unpicking himself and urinating at a woman happening with their eyes. They saw the aftermath of the event, which was he will cry and change the seat and this and that, which was not, I would tell you, this is not the exact aftermath of the incident. The man was woken up 8 hours after. He was 8 hours